This is Godzilla as a tiny baby. And this right here is Godzilla as a massive beast absolutely destroying a city. Today, I'm going to simulate what it would actually be like to raise Godzilla as my pet, from the very beginning all the way to the total chaos. We're talking building habitats, hand-feeding him, introducing him to other animals, and watching every single stage of his crazy life. Trust me, this is going to get completely insane. But let's start at the beginning. Here he is as a baby. Look at him. He's fast asleep right now. I'm gonna gently wake him up. Right now, this little guy is only about 4 inches tall, with the tiniest teeth you've ever seen, miniature claws, cute little spikes running down his back, and a long tail that he hasn't quite figured out yet. This is the smallest and most harmless Godzilla will ever be in his entire life. In just a short time, he's gonna grow into an absolute monster. But for now, he's basically a pocket-sized lizard. To really understand what raising a pet Godzilla would be like, I'm going to walk you through all his daily routines and milestones. First things first, let's see how friendly he is. I'm giving him some toys to play with. Look at that, he's actually curious. Now I'm carefully offering him my finger. Okay, luckily those baby teeth are still super small, so it's just a gentle nibble. But I have a feeling that later in this video, those teeth are going to get a whole lot more dangerous. Alright, it's feeding time, because this little dude needs to start growing. Here's a fun montage of him trying all kinds of foods for the first time. We started with some fresh berries. He loved them. Then I gave him a slice of watermelon, which he attacked like it was the best thing ever. Next up was a tiny pancake, and finally a mini chicken nugget. To wash it all down, he got a little sip of orange juice. Later on, he'll be eating way bigger meals, but right now, he's so small he can barely finish a bite. But a growing baby needs more than just food. He needs a proper home. So I'm building him his very first habitat inside this tank, packed with everything a young Godzilla could possibly want. For now, this will be his whole world, but we both know he's eventually going to outgrow it and move to something much bigger, like a zoo. Since Godzilla is meant to live on both land and in water, I'm splitting the tank in half, one side land, the other side water. While I'm setting everything up, I filled the sink so he can practice swimming and stay entertained. For the land side, I built a big rock structure in the back for him to climb on, plus a cozy little cave where he can have some privacy. I wonder what he'll do when he hides in there. I also added lots of small plants and mini trees to make it feel like a real prehistoric jungle. On the front side, I've filled it with water so he has plenty of room to swim around. It's not very deep yet, but trust me, he's gonna grow really fast. Time to move him in. Godzilla slowly started exploring his new home. He wandered around curiously, took his first little dip in the water, disappeared into the cave for a while, and even hid behind some of the plants. Over the next few days, he really seemed to settle in and enjoy the place. He found his favorite sleeping spot, let me feed him straight from my hand, and now I'm going to see if he'll let me pet him. Even though he looks like a miniature dinosaur, he actually let me gently pet him on the head. It was surprisingly wholesome. Over the following days, he kept getting more comfortable and started growing noticeably faster every single day. Since he was being so friendly, I decided it was time to introduce him to some other common pets and see how he reacts. First up, a dog. Then, a cat. Surprisingly, he seemed to like both of them. But now things are getting a bit more wild. I'm going to feed him a live animal. Because there's water in his habitat, I added some fish. Let's see if he can actually hunt them down. Over the next few days, he successfully hunted and ate every single one of those fish, and as a result, he grew even bigger. He's now over 2 feet tall. Can you believe how fast he's growing? Next, I'm taking this little creature out into the real world because he's going to outgrow that tank very soon, and we need to get him used to being outside. But he has no idea what's coming.